Well, hello, my beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. This is BYGONE here with your monthly reading for February 2025. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is your monthly reading for February 2025. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. Also, I've just opened up a competition for one subscriber to win a free personal reading from me, but I'll let you know how to win that a little bit later on because some people are here just for the reading and I don't like to waste anyone's time. So let's get straight to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know about February 2025? Can you please let them see what is in store? What lies ahead? Well, we've officially moved into Aquarius season, and this month it encourages you to tap into your free spirit as well as your inner rebel. It's time to try new things, embrace your individuality, be flamboyant, and discover what really makes you unique. You may feel a strong desire to connect with others this month, be more sociable, involve yourself in the community more, or fill your diary with new events and experiences. Maybe even jump into training for a charitable event, or organize giving back to the community in some way. Aquarius season asks you to be open to the alternative, so you might experiment with new recipes, watch independent theater or cinema, feel inclined to catch a really out there art exhibition, seek out experimental documentaries or books on the unknown, or even try a new look or style. Maybe even expand your knowledge with higher learning, especially since you have the Hierophant there as well, okay? It's time to really embrace the unfamiliar this month. This is also a month where your genius comes forward with flashes of insight, a eureka moment as you innovate all aspects of your life, challenge the status quo, and find fresh new pathways to complement any routines or responsibilities that you already have to adhere to, because hey, that's life, we still gotta do what we gotta do, but this month it adds extra creative flair, a spring in your step, and a desire to shake things up a little. Now, if you don't know it already, February will actually, how would you like to receive? Thank you so much. February will remind you that you are fabulous. But, February is often associated with a very commercialized day of romance. But whether you're in a relationship or not, this season really dials up the desire to romance your life a little bit more, as Venus, the planet of unconditional love, offers an extra dreamy feel as it cozies up to Neptune. Now, it's a perfect time to have a heartfelt conversation with those that you really care about, strengthen friendships, relationships, and most importantly, deepen that connection with self. You may feel compelled to book a date night with yourself this month and do something really special to remind you that you've come a long way and give yourself permission to really celebrate the wonderful you. The most exciting planetary shift this month is Jupiter, which stations direct, and in doing so, it shines its benevolence upon us once more. Now, this is a really excellent time because it gives us good luck rays and, of course, abundance. And if you've been receiving tough lessons that you didn't ask for, or not seeing results, feeling defeated or even deflated, or even submerged in a deeply reflective growth period, it may have been that Jupiter and Mars have been retrograding, but finally the light at the end of the tunnel. It occurs on the 4th of February as Jupiter expands opportunity, curiosity, good fortune, and most importantly, it sets you up to receive rewards for all of your hard work, especially since Aldebaran, the star of wealth and good fortune, supports Jupiter's pivot. I'm just getting all the cards in the upright because, I'm not taking any reversals in this. Now, Also, we have Mars turning direct on the 23rd of February, which increases your energy, motivation, passion, and ambition. Productivity will reach climactic levels. It's a great time to manifest and also make life happen for you. The North Node conjuncts Neptune in the sign of Pisces, emphasizing the call to experience the unfamiliar. So expect very vivid dreams and original ideas this month. And on a global scale, please fast forward this part if you don't want to hear it, we could see a wobble in the stock market, or at least an honest assessment of how things are really going under the surface bluster, which may even indicate an up-and-coming market correction. This North Node can deliver rude awakenings, especially when partnered up with Neptune. It literally bursts the bubble of illusion, especially when printing money out of thin air to float economies on hollow foundations. And when we reach March, April, the cusp there, Saturn could offer this strict correction, bringing reality to the surface, of course, with a bump. Now, the majority of planets are hanging out in water signs this month without the grounding of Earth, so we may see water-related events occurring around the world, in particular that underwater volcano that I keep seeing in my visions, but as also there is a lack of planets positioned in Earth signs this month, this can shake things up seismically and cause plates to shift on a larger scale. Now, of course, the Earth, it moves all the time, but the planets this month could destabilize some major fault lines. We're already seeing it happen in Santorini, for example. They had something like 200 seismic events in the last couple of days. And, this is a period where we will see more of that happening, okay? And, of course, we have Uranus and Neptune energy running the show this month. So I would say expect the unexpected, especially the weird and the questionable. Pluto will continue to reveal corruption. So I would say also expect confirmation on what intuitively you already know is going on behind the scenes. Exposés will continue across the board. And actually, I'm just being given this by my guides. We may see some of those leaders I mentioned earlier in my yearly prediction, because I feel a lot of people will change guard, as it were, when it comes to like CEOs or major leaders in world events. They may change positions or step down or be nudged, if you know what I mean. So we could see something like that happen as well. Now, also, I want you to be aware, Mercury, the 7th planet to join the planetary parade on the 28th of February, it creates a beautiful arc in the sky, so look out for that. But also on a personal level, it offers a shift, a solidarity that all you're striving for is somehow coming together. And the moon makes a glorious alignment with Jupiter, making this month a perfect time to manifest and muscle in on better luck. Plus, dreamy Neptune in Pisces could reveal a secret admirer. Ultimately, it's a great month to follow your heart and know that the universe has your back and supports you in all you wish to achieve. And this is your first card, so this means that you're being super focused, you're being organized, and I really get an energy here of you being unstoppable and moving fearlessly towards a dream or a goal, okay? You really have the force. The force is with you this month. That's what I'm being given here, but it is the card of manifestation. So what you can see in your mind, you can have in your hand. And I definitely see here that you're working really hard towards it. This is going to be a very busy month. I would say I'm actually seeing bees and a beehive actually in the water. So this can indicate, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing a reading, this can indicate super fast-paced month, very busy, a lot going on, also very sociable. Bees tend to network or be together, for example, for one common goal. So you could see people coming together to work really hard to accomplish something, or it could be okay, thanks so much, and truly grateful. I'm seeing grapes next to it as well. So this could be that maybe this is a month where you focus on, your energy levels and where you get your energy from. If you think about bees and honey, of course, that is the elixir of sweetness, and grapes offer as well a sweetness. So you could be looking at sugar intake this month, or perhaps natural forms of sugar to keep you energized. I mean, this could also be that you're focusing on your energy levels this month as well. But I'm seeing that, those two images are sweet reward. These could also be symbolic of something that you will see as you hear some sort of news. You've got the Magician card twice, and you've also got the Star energy. So this is a great month for health. It's a great month for you to be focused on, an endeavor that you want to accomplish. You're going to get a lot done this month. Very productive, but also it tells me that you are very talented and gifted at what you do. And I see a lot of you, booking a course of learning or employing some sort of new knowledge to your circumstances to really rise above the rest. So in terms of your career, I see that you could be singled out for some sort of award or appreciation. You're definitely in the spotlight for something here. I feel people in hierarchical positions are noticing you if you work for a company. And I feel they kind of love that you are a problem solver. And King of Pentacles can indicate that there is some sort of promotion in the works or a bonus in the works as well. Okay, but this may be something that perhaps is being talked about or revealed in an appraisal this month. And it's something that will be actioned later on, maybe March, April time for you. That's coming through there. But you may hear about it in the month of February. Now, for those of you who are an entrepreneur, for example, this could be that you have a new idea. You're not really sure how it's going to go, but you've been working super hard to make it happen. And I feel that actually you become like a leading person in your market or industry. There's something you may launch this month that actually is seen by a lot of people. And I feel the kind of result is that people are magnetized towards your product or service. I feel it gets a lot of attention is what I see. And you could actually have someone who's really well known in your industry reach out to you as support, or kind of really loves what you do and says, hey, you want to collaborate in the future? Because I'm getting this energy of someone who's already in a very high position actually is watching your rise. A lot of you, if you are someone who is a performer or in the arts, for example, I see your work being seen or could go public in some way. You know, you have the star energy, which is fame. Something could go viral, or something, you know, could really be witnessed by people on a larger scale. It could also be that you're getting international links, going global in some way as well. But bringing the energy back here, you know, whether you're in an industry, career, or whether you're retired, or whether you're currently searching for a job, I feel this is about you being motivated to, you know, get everything that you've been thinking about doing. You're getting it done. You're not wasting your time. You're owning your time. You're being disciplined and focused, very organized. But also it tells me that you have all the resources available to you to make February a really memorable month, because I feel you actually will remember February for a very long time is what I'm being given here as well. So highly in the state of manifestation. I'm not surprised to see it twice show up for you, because your third house is actually influencing you this month. And that is actually about expressing yourself, not just to the people around you and, you know, having yourself heard, but also expressing your ideas loud and proud to the universe, because the law of attraction is connected to the third house. So this is about, you know, you visualizing what it is that you want. So that's why you've got that card there, visualization, what you can see in your mind, you can have in your hand. This is really an important energy to recognize that thoughts become things. And, you know, then the steps of what you need to do will appear for you as almost like a blueprint or a map, because I'm being shown a map in the water right now. X marks the spot. So you're definitely very focused on something this month, and you will accomplish it and feel really proud of yourself there as well, whatever it is. It's going to be different, of course, for everybody there, but you're going to have the energy to see something through there as well. Now, I feel a lot of you, this is about performance-related energy, and, you know, I feel like you're holding yourself to a higher standard this month, across the board, whatever it is. It could be like diet-related, it could be exercise, it could be, you know, business related. Perhaps, you know, if you're retired, for example, it could be that you are looking at purchasing something, because we have the King of Pentacles in the resistance position. So that can indicate paying out a large amount of money for something. And for some of you, if you're retired, you know, we've got the death card there. So it could indicate that you're thinking about purchasing a property abroad, perhaps. For some of you, it's a brand new start. You have the Fool card, kind of like indicating as something ends, something new begins. So it could be a new property, because this is connected to real estate. For some of you, it could be the purchase of a new car, or perhaps you're doing something bold and daring, and it could be that it's something you've always wanted to do but just never got around to do it, and now that you're retired, it's time to do it, is what I see. I mean, the fact that I saw like a beehive, for some of you, it could be that you're having a beekeeping experience, or perhaps you are actually deciding to have hives for yourself so that you can actually, you know, perhaps just sustain the environment, or perhaps utilize the honey and sell it for profit, for example. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, I feel that energy and those images are more about, you know, luxury, about sweet reward. So whatever it is, I feel this is kind of going to be a very sweet month for you, okay? Now, also we have the moon energy. So the moon can be to romance your life a little bit more, but also, you know, I feel there's a little bit of a expect the unexpected about this month for you. So being adaptable is important. So for example, there could be like some events rescheduled, for example, or for some of you, it could be a double booking is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I see a double booking. So it could be that you have to reschedule something, or perhaps it's that you've booked something, but something else comes along that you really want to go to, and you're like, now you got to decide which one to go to. Of course, you're going to go to the one that your heart desires to, but I feel you may actually get compensation or sell a ticket on, perhaps, on something so that you can go to the other event that's coming out there as well. That's a bit random. A lot of you are looking at distractions or where people drain your energy. We've got a bat on that card, so it can indicate that, you know, you are looking at energy vampires, shall we say. This month, I feel like you're really goal-oriented, really focused. You have no time for time wasters. And, you know, also your 8th house is influencing you this month as well. So it could be, you know, where there's a financial drain going on in your life, because the 8th house is all about joint finances. So mortgages, repayment plans, debt, maybe credit card debt, or perhaps this is your 401k, or, you know, your pension, or perhaps it could be, you know, if you have like a shared bank account with somebody, it could be that you're looking at where the money goes. So for example, you may be looking at like subscriptions that perhaps you don't utilize anymore. It could be that you're canceling a subscription because you just don't use it anymore, but it's still taking, you know, a direct debit every month. For some of you, it could be that you're reaching the end of a subscription period and you're deciding not to renew something. It could also be that you're looking at where all the little spends go this month. You know, a little coffee here, a little sandwich there. It could be that you're just kind of like calculating where there is a drain financially so that you can not cut back on things that you actually want, either find a better deal or discount, or kind of like just be more on top of your budget, as it were, okay? Because I feel a lot of you with that King of Pentacles, you are focused on increasing your wealth. I mean, the 8th house is to transform your finances for the better so that there's more money in your pocket for the long term. So I would say as well, the moon card can indicate, you know, some kind of like left field ideas that come towards you that are not quite fully formed. They're sort of materializing and you want to explore them more. You know, that Knight of Swords can indicate that you get very clear in your mind on something that perhaps is only just starting to form as an idea, and you start to really run with it. It could be that you launch, you know, a new branch of your business, or you launch an idea, or even a lifestyle change for some of you, because the moon card, I mean, it is connected to water, so it could also be that, you know, you're looking at your hydration levels this month, that you don't get dehydrated, especially if you're doing excess exercise or you're like really like running around this month, because I really feel like you're going to have a very fast-paced month where you're doing a lot. Just be a little bit mindful that you don't take on too much, because I feel there's a potential to spread yourself thin. I mean, also, for some reason, well, it's not for some reason, it's obvious. I mean, because the bat is there and I'm just being given this energy of vampires, for some of you, you could be like going for a blood test on something, or, you know, perhaps something just to get a full bill of health, for example, because we've got the star energy, which means healthy, means a positive outcome, you know, really good outcome there for you. But it could be you're getting advice on just like having an MOT, or just checking things out there, maybe checking sugar levels. Maybe that's what it is, because we got that sugary kind of energy there. So it could be that you're like checking that out, making sure that you keep an even keel on your intake and your blood sugar levels, for example. Or it could be that you're going to be so busy you need to keep those levels up. But also the moon card, it can be to romance your life a little bit more. Really asking yourself where you're going to be happy, what it is you really want, what you feel is a missing ingredient from your life. Okay, because, you know, the moon card can represent the hidden, the unknown, or the missing. So it can be that you feel there's something that you feel you need to go in search of this month, but you will discover it, whatever it is, whether it's an event, an experience, or whether it is an opportunity. I mean, I feel it's a highly successful month for you, for sure, but also I feel like you're noticing what requires your time and what wastes your time. Remember, the moon, it cannot shine all by itself. It requires something else, another light source to light it up. So it could be that you're looking at where you kind of like give away your energy or feel underestimated, or you feel that people kind of like don't support you. We've got the star energy, which indicates, you know, you are shining your light. You're not allowing anyone to drain your energy. You're keeping an eye on something. And I feel like you're on optimum levels this month. Also, I feel like your hope and your faith returns on a situation that you feel really you've been tested on, okay? Whether it's financial or whether it is in some way related to a person, because we have that King of Pentacles in the resistance position. It could be someone who perhaps has been jealous of you, or someone who, you know, says one thing and never follows through on it. You could encounter a person like that who really tries to change their energy. Their intention is pure, but at the same time, I feel like they're very chaotic in their energy and they kind of slip back into old patterns. And you are holding yourself to higher standards this month. So I feel like you may not want to deal with this person. You may withdraw briefly until they really sort out their approach to your friendship or the situation that you're in there, okay? Now, the Knight of Swords indicates lifestyle choices and changes, and I do see that a lot of you are keeping on top of something that you promised yourself to do. But also I feel like you're responding differently, certainly responding differently to anything that wastes your time or drains your energy. You're cutting it out. So this could be across the board, whether it's a person, an environment, or even a food substance, whatever it is. I mean, it could also be that you're looking at social media, for example, the things that you look at, what drains your energy, what gives you a spark of inspiration, what really gives you energy and brings you joy, and what makes you feel lethargic and low about your energy. Some of you could be cutting out like watching, you know, mainstream news, for example. I mean, I'm not sure many people watch that anymore, but if they do, it could be that you're trying to stay away from any clickbait that really raises your cortisol levels and makes you feel anxious about what is to come, you know, the unknown. It could be that you are really paying close attention to what you digest this month. And I feel, you know, the moon card is to be all in your intuition. So if you feel there's like something that you think that's not true or that can't be possible, you know, 9 times out of 10, you're kind of right. Okay, so I feel just be a little bit mindful, pay close attention to your hunches. I'm also being given an energy of something you felt was to be true intuitively. You will find the truth of it, that you were right. Okay, whatever that is, it's going to be different for everybody. I feel your hunches prove you right in February. So again, you know, whatever that is, I feel it's connected to a person, actually. We've got the Death card here. What is that giving me? Okay. Okay, so it could be that perhaps you have a really honest conversation with a person who has been feeling really stuck, or is kind of like they're not showing up in friendships, or they're just like gone a bit distant. This person may be dealing with something behind the scenes, and their silence is actually like a little flag for you to say, I need to reach out, see where this person's at. So you may actually kind of like keep connecting to a person who's gone a little bit silent or off grid. And it's because you hear their silence that perhaps they're going through something. So I'm just being given that. And this person, they're going to be so grateful that you did, because they're suffering in silence. They're doing something that's challenging, and I feel they're a little bit low, okay? So intuitively, you know who this person is, and I feel like you reach out to this person and you have a really like honest, open conversation, and you really help them through it, okay? So that's coming through there as well. Now, getting back to your energy, we have that Knight of Swords, which can indicate, of course, that you are very instinctive this month. You're understanding what needs to be done, and you're getting a lot done. So you're going to be very productive, very organized, very structured in your time, very productive, and very serious about what it is that you need to accomplish. But also I feel it's really important to carve out some time for fun, because the Fool card is also a reminder, you know, that life is for living. It is there for, you know, connecting to your inner child, to be open-hearted, playful. So I feel this is about you transforming your schedule or doing more things sociably this month in order to, you know, enjoy the variety, the spice of life, okay? Now, also, I'm being given this energy that I don't normally pick up on, but it's coming out there, okay? Because I do see a lot of you running errands this month, you know, administrative tasks and just getting bits and pieces done in life that you need to do. I'm also being given an energy of an invitation that you may go to, but there's also this energy of you kind of like looking at the people who are at this place, wherever it is. I feel it's a fun place, so it could be a place where you go out and have, you know, music and, you know, dancing and all of those things. But it's almost like you look around and you're the fun one. Okay, and you may look at some people, they may be a little bit younger than you, but they don't have as much energy as you. And you're like, for some of you, depending on your age, of course, you may be looking at the generation and going, wow, okay, you've got all the energy, you've got the drive, you're the last person dancing, okay? And I feel you do not look your age, but there's something here about some sort of, you know, beauty routine or something that you do that you may be asked, what is your secret? Okay. And you may actually reveal something that you do for you that benefits another person. Perhaps that's coming out there really random. I know, but it's something that's just come out. So I have to mention it there. We do have the Death card. It's in the resistance position. So a lot of you may feel something needs to change, or you've been feeling kind of stuck in some sort of cycle or routine. You don't want to remain stagnant. So that's why you're going to be super busy. If something needs changing, you're the sort of person who sets those changes in motion. And of course, I also feel there is an energy here of you changing a product or changing, it's more like a product, okay? It could be, or maybe it's a product that you use, it is discontinued and you have to try something new, but it's actually going to really benefit you, is what I'm seeing there. Again, that's really random, but let's bring it back. I mean, I keep getting this energy of like things outside of yourself. So perhaps, you know, you've had a lot on your mind recently and you feel like you've been flitting between lots of ideas or lots of things to do on your to-do list. I do see you ticking a lot of things off your to-do list, but I also feel something big changes for you in the month of February. For some of you, it could be a friendship. You know, I don't want to say a friendship ends, but I do feel that you're getting fed up of someone's approach to the friendship or lack of investment in a friendship. So that's coming out there too. But the Death card, it basically indicates that, you know, you're breaking old habits and you're releasing anything that's been getting in your way because you're creating space for greater things and greater energy. And I do see this card as like a big chapter of your life kind of is restructured, and it gives like a rebirth of energy to you. And I feel there's improvements, but it means the end of a cycle. So it could be that you're finally over a person or a situation and you're moving on, or it could be that you've cut something out that now gives you infinite energy and vitality there. Whatever it is, I feel it works in your favor. Some of you may literally leave a job this month. This is of your own volition because the Magician card tells me you're in control. So if you're leaving a position, it could indicate that it's because you're about to go into a new position. A lot of you are going solo, becoming your entrepreneurial kind of like bossing up energy. I feel a lot of you could be structuring a legal entity or, you know, setting up a business, or for some of you branching out, because the Fool card can indicate a launch or a leap of faith, and the King of Pentacles there is an increase in your finances. Anything that's in the resistance position, which is like that, it will go into the upright. So it can indicate that some of you are having a large purchase this month. For some of you, it's something that you've wanted for a long time, maybe even since you were younger, is what I'm being given here. So it could be a treat to yourself. Also, it could be an energy where you are pooling your resources or replenishing any excess spending that you did in previous months. It could be that you're getting on top of your budget again and you are thinking about savings plans, pensions, maybe even new money-making ideas, second streams of income for some of you. I actually see that some of you, because you're so creative and talented, whatever you turn your hand to, I feel this month you could actually make a business out of it. Whether you are looking to make a business out of it or not, even if you're retired, it could be something that creatively you're really submerged in, and suddenly someone says, hey, I really love that. Could I purchase that? And you're like, well, it wasn't for sale, but okay, maybe I could part with this. And they could offer you quite a large sum of money for this. And suddenly you're making business. So it could be something like that there as well. Now, the Fool card, of course, it indicates a fresh new start. And because we do have the Death card there, it means as something ends, something new begins. So this could be a state of mind. It could be that you are challenging yourself to be more positive. It could also be a new neighborhood, new job, new opportunity. For some of you, it is a promotion that will be kind of like offered to you, but it's doesn't fully materialize until a little bit later on. But as I mentioned earlier, an appraisal, you could have that there. For some of you, it's a new style. I also get like a new exercise routine, diet related energy. And for some of you, it could also be really basic, like, you're renewing your visa or passport, or it could be that you're renewing a contract or insurance, or perhaps something in the home space needs renewal there. Or maybe you're deciding to end it in order to go to a competitor so that you can save money and get a better financial deal. I actually see a lot of shopping this month as well. So for some of you, it could be that perhaps, there is someone important to you, has a celebration or a birthday this month, and it could be that you're spending some money on them. I mean, the Fool card indicates again that you're very instinctive, that you are going to be very intuitive this month. And, I feel like you're not just having blind faith on something. I feel like there's a very calculated attribute to you this month where you are investigating things further before you take action, and you're not going to misstep, because of course the Fool card is in the resistance position. So it could be that you are getting advice on something that perhaps you want to connect to, and that advice will make sure that you don't miss a step, or that you don't, make a wrong move, for example. We have that King of Pentacles energy. Because it's in the resistance position, I feel someone is going to show their true colors, that they're a little bit jealous of you and something that you're doing. I would say be very mindful about who you talk about your finances to. If you're very successful, which I feel a lot of you financially, there's a win coming in here for you, or it's something that you're maintaining and sustaining that actually, this is a card of wealth. So a lot of you could actually be very wealthy or on the way to generational wealth. You're working really hard for it. Or for some of you, you could have had some sort of inheritance where you've got excess money. I would just say, just be mindful of who you tell how much money you're making to. I mean, Capricorn, you probably don't tell anyone how much you're making, but if you do feel the need or the urge or the conversation comes up, I would say just be a little bit vague. The Moon card is like, yeah, you can be vague about it. You can say, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. You don't have to tell, exact details, because I feel someone could be a little bit jealous of you. And I don't want to say that they try to sabotage you, but I do want to indicate that this person, it sets them thinking about their own position. And number one, it could be that you give them some advice about how well you're doing and how to do something. But also it could be that they have a negative kind of connotation with you doing so well. And it just puts a little bit of a negativity on your endeavors. Okay, I don't see anything negative here, but I feel it's how they feel. Okay, they wish that what you've got was theirs, but they're not willing to put in the work that you do. So I feel there just could be a little bit of like rivalry there, or a little bit of a jealousy. Okay, I mean, this could be in the working environment. Maybe I'm picking up on that. Maybe someone is up for a promotion like you. Maybe there's competition for that, and I see that it's something that's going to be offered to you, and you actually have friends in high places as well. And more than that, you have the knowledge and you have the tenacity to get the job done. So it stands to reason that that job is yours, or that promotion is yours, or that opportunity, client, or deal is yours, whatever it is. It could be even a leading market competitor that tries to kind of like scupper or sabotage the potential for you to move forward. But I don't see that they're going to be successful. Okay, so just watch out for that. What else am I getting from this card? I'm getting an energy here of you being very responsible. You're a self-made person. I feel like you're down to earth. I feel like you're using a lot of common sense this month, and you have a strong sense of duty this month as well. A lot of you, this could be, if you have children, you're a great parent. It could be that you have to change plans this month because of something regarding your child. It could be that they have like a school trip, for example, or perhaps, you are asked to connect to a bake sale, or it could be something that you have to adhere to and, change your plans, or maybe take a day off work, for example, this month as well. It's nothing negative. I don't see anything negative there for you. So I just want you to be aware of that. Now, of course, there is an energy coming through for some of you, and this is only if you have been dealing with this. If you've come to this reading and you have had a bereavement, firstly, I'm sending you a huge hug out there. So much love. The death card can literally be about death, okay? But it's in the resistance position, which tells me it's something that's already happened, okay? And if that's you, you may be dealing with like inheritance or estates, and it can be that you're feeling a little bit sensitive this month in your emotions. You're almost like walking on autopilot, but at the same time there's a sensitivity and a vulnerability to you, and you'd rather have the person, of course. This person is going to let you know of their presence. There's something connected to the stars. It seems to be in and around the 28th, maybe when we see that beautiful arc in the sky. Okay, no, my guides are giving me the number of the star, the number of the star. So the 17th, okay, 17th, there could be some sort of sign given to you in and around the 17th of February to let you know of their presence. You do not walk alone. This person walks with you. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there. I mean, it could be related to bees. Perhaps you're going to see the first bee of the season for some of you, or maybe, you know, a little bee comes to visit you, because I'm just seeing bees, a hive of activity. Get busy living. I'm just being given this energy as well. They want you to be happy. There's a lot of that coming through, of course. And although there was a complex relationship with this person, I feel they're encouraging you to tap into your playful side or connect to your inner child and, you know, open up to a little bit more fun as well as the responsibility. So that's coming through there as well. Okay, really random. I'm seeing like a little brooch. It looks like a brooch or a pin, and it's like a carnation type thing. There's some sort of carnation connected to it. So I'm not really sure what that means. It may be very specific. So with a lot of respect, I'm going to disconnect from the energy and move forward with the majority energy. For everyone else who has not, of course, gone through that, I feel some of you could be connecting to a financial advisor this month, or to someone who can help you structure an estate, or maybe even like will services, for example. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong. I feel like you're just protecting your endeavors there as well. Okay, this card is the inner teacher. A lot of you have so much knowledge that you could actually put a course of learning online, or perhaps write a book or handbook or how-to on something, or maybe even write your memoirs about what it is that you do. And you could inform other people, but at the same time make extra money there, because I see a lot of like money making ideas this month. Also, the inner teacher indicates you're deeply reflective about who you are, what you want, and of course it can be that, you know, at the end of the month, because you're going to be so busy, I feel being flexible is important at the beginning of the month, but at the end of the month, structure is going to work really well for you. You know, adhering to time scales, maybe even planning your day a little bit more. I feel that's going to work really well for you. But also the Hierophant, it can indicate that someone or something is like a tried and tested route, and you feel that actually this is more beneficial for you. So it feels very much at the beginning of the month, you know, you're in that kind of like rebel, free-spirited energy, but at the end of the month, you're kind of like back to a routine or back to a schedule, and it works really well for you there as well. Now, of course, the Hierophant can represent, you know, your beliefs, deepening your faith. Maybe there's some sort of event or an impromptu kind of experience with your establishment where you celebrate your faith, perhaps, or perhaps there is an event that you go on, maybe a pilgrimage or something I'm feeling for some of you, and you know, I feel it's something that is going to be very purifying and gives you a renewal of hope. It brings you peace, serenity, and I also see that there is some sort of news or communication that comes in that is not connected to your belief system, but it feels like it's connected to something that perhaps you've been waiting for, maybe even nervously. I feel there's a sense of relief here, something coming through where you're like, oh, it's all good, it's all good. So whatever that is, I feel there's a positive end to the month there. I mean, you've got two major arcana cards at the end of the month, which is very positive indeed, but it also means the end of the month is a big deal for you. What you're manifesting is delivered. Remember, you've got the Magician there, you've got the Magician here. So this means something you've been manifesting, your wish is delivered. The star energy indicates you've aligned yourself, you've put a lot of energy into something, and you can see that your plans have taken shape and that they are going to be rewarding. Okay, also the star energy indicates you could be in the spotlight for recognition. Could also be someone who perhaps occasionally causes a problem or pushes your buttons. They actually appreciate your presence and let you know of their appreciation, because I feel some of you actually get a token of appreciation. Randomly, I'm being given a cake. Okay, so I'm seeing a cake in the water. So this could be someone purchasing a cake for you. Maybe it's a little small token of affection at your working environment, or perhaps someone in your coffee store actually gives you a cake. If you go to a local store, for example, it could be a free cake. Could also be some sort of information or a conversation you have at an event that has a cake, whether that's like a feast date or celebration. That's coming through there as well. Cakes tend to also indicate two things. One is sweet reward, but also a quick fix. So it could be, again, you looking at sugar levels and quick fixes. So that's coming through there. Perhaps there is a potential to be tempted at the end of the month to kind of like fall back into an old cycle, but with the star energy, you choose the healthy option, and actually you decide not to connect to the quick fix there as well. Now, the star energy indicates inspiration, embracing new ideas, a lot of growth this month, but also serenity, peace. Some of you will connect to charitable events, or you may be asked to, figurehead some sort of event or be in charge of something, because I feel a lot of you are going to get more responsibility this month, but it's responsibility that you want, okay? Or it could be that some of you are going through some sort of legal experience, and you get custody of something or someone perhaps during this month. That could come through there as well, because the star energy indicates that you are tapped for the win, or you are connecting to something that brings you hope, or there's a miracle delivered, for example. So that's coming through there as well. But a lot of you, especially since the inner teacher is there, this indicates that you get a burst of clarity about how powerful your mind is, that thoughts really do become things, because I feel, you're plotting and planning and strategizing, and a lot of plans are like bubbling up now and taking shape for you. And there's some sort of win that comes on in for you that you really do celebrate. And of course, the Magician card, it indicates that, you are stepping into your personal power this month, and all your beliefs and ideas are informing your path, and there's a lot of success here open for you to tap into. I would say there is some really great financial news coming in for you. There's something big changing, and also something big ending for you, but it paves the way for a new beginning. For some of you, it could be that you are traveling, because there's a lot of travel energy. So you could be migrating your business or thinking about where you feel like you really belong in the world. Could be that you're purchasing a holiday home, for example, or you're doing something that you really wanted to do when you were younger. I feel a lot of you are going to return to something that you used to love doing. Now, also, if you're looking for love, I mean, this is not really something that's a priority for you this month. Doesn't mean it's not there, but I feel because we do have the marriage card here, some of you could be getting married this month, and you may hear, and I don't like to give this message, but you may hear that someone cannot attend, okay? Now this may just change your energy a little bit, but looking at the energy, I'm getting two energies, so perhaps I'm getting a split response. One person may not attend because of circumstances outside of themselves, but last minute, they may actually attend. They may surprise you, and it's because the universe orchestrated all the right qualities and events to get them there, for example. But I'm also getting a lot of other energy where someone will say they can't make it, and they can't make it, but the circumstances are like against them to make it. It's not something that they choose. I feel like they'd rather be there. Okay, so that's something. It may cause a minor disappointment, but this person, will catch up with you there as well later on. Also, for some of you, you may have a discussion with your partner if you're in a high-level commitment about marriage, but I see that this person, they're quite practical, this person. They wouldn't want to kind of like ask you to get married on like Valentine's Day, for example, because they don't want to be pressurized into a commercialized kind of like experience. I feel like they'll do it in their own time and they will really do it quite special. But I feel like this person, they're very thoughtful and they want it to make a difference or make an impact. And, you know, I feel there could be conversations about marriage with this person, and it kind of hints that they're thinking about it and maybe orchestrating behind the scenes an opportunity to do it. But I don't feel it'll be on Valentine's Day. That's coming out there as well. Also, if you're looking for love, I feel there is an energy here of you meeting someone at an event that you're invited to. I feel like this person, they're really magnetized towards you and you have a great time with this person. And initially, you wonder whether it'll go anywhere, but I do see that it will evolve into something very fun, very spontaneous. This person, they have a different lifestyle to you. They teach you to perhaps experience different things and vice versa. It's like you really complement each other. But I feel you and this person, there is an energy of it being very slow to like get to know each other, okay? And it's a very cathartic experience as well. So I feel this person has had some experiences like you have had there as well. So there's a commonality, but it's a very rich relationship. And what I mean by that is both of you take time to really know each other, okay? So that's coming through as well. Now, of course, for some of you, it could be that you are pregnant, and if that's you, King of Pentacles and the Fool card in the resistance position, it can indicate that baby may come a little bit quicker than the due date, okay? So I would say there's nothing negative here at all. I feel like you're really in good hands. You have the Hierophant there, so that means that you've got people looking out for you who are very established. They're really great at what they do, so that's coming out there too. So I would just expect baby to come a little bit earlier. Interesting, because you've also got the White Rabbit there, but that's not connected to the baby energy. So for some of you, I would say leave a little bit earlier if you have important meetings or tasks or responsibilities, because you could be late or delayed, okay? So finally, we've got dice. So a great month to take a calculated risk on something or launch something. I definitely see here there's good luck on your side. It says here, gamble, taking risk, luck, playing games, chances are with you, roll with it. Random results. I did say at the beginning, it feels a little bit like expect the unexpected for you this month. Uncertain outcomes, potential fate, what happens next, win, lose. So it could be something that potentially has the ability to be in a win-lose situation, but actually your outcome is win. You got the Star, and you've got the Magician, and you got the Hierophant. Your knowledge or your instinct allows you to win. We've also got declaration. So this could be a promise to yourself that you're keeping there. But it says here, declaration, defiance, reclaiming your power, sovereignty, contracts. You know, I did mention contracts maybe coming to an end or renewals and things like that. Resolving, someone giving you an olive branch. Expression of truth, manifesto, self-rules. Really important there. Liberty, rules of the game, protesting, challenging the status quo. And I definitely see that's something that you're doing this month. But I also feel that structure or a tried and tested route actually benefits you at the end of the month as well. So you can have the best of both worlds there. We've got baby. Now this normally means new beginnings, new starts, whether it's a new project, new energy, new start in some arena, or, you know, just trying something new. We've got cardinal, new beginnings, rapid growth, fresh start, unlimited potential, innocent, continuing the legacy, needy, warmth, purity, new phase, birth of a child, and vulnerable. And some of you, you know, a friend may actually tell you a secret that they're pregnant. They may tell you first, for example, as well. That's coming through there too. I feel like you're looking at new phases in your life. Maybe that's what the moon is about, new phase, new start on something that you're really going to run with, and it's going to bring immense joy there. This is the warrior. This is the person who gets stuff done. So I really feel that it's going to benefit you. We've also got fine print. Take a closer look, especially if you're signing contracts this month. It says here, detail, look closer, inspection, research. Definitely see that you're researching something. Pay attention, don't assume, you're being thorough. A deep dive, hidden information coming to light, double checking things and reading between the lines. Okay, for some of you, it could be that you've written a book, literally, like this card is showing there, because of your third house of communication, or maybe a screenplay, and maybe you're looking over it or getting someone else to look over it, like a proofreader, or some of you could be getting a friend or someone you trust to look over something. Always patent something or copyright it, just to be sure. We've got labyrinth there. Okay, so this can indicate some of you have been feeling a bit stuck, but now you're setting some changes in motion to become unstuck. It says here, delayed, complex, contemplating. If it's complicated, you're going inwards. Spiritual quest, deliberation, a long way home. Okay, problem to solve, catch-22, and a situation to sort out. So, I mean, I don't really see any situations for you to sort out, but if there is one, you know, you've got the problem-solving card, which means that you actually do resolve something there. Could also be, as I mentioned, I do actually see for some of you a reschedule of something, so having to double back on something perhaps. We've also got microphone. That's definitely connected to your third house. If you are doing something voice related this month, expect a lot of success there. For some of you, this could be voiceover work. Maybe you are, doing videos, speaking your truth, perhaps documenting something, having an important meeting or an appraisal there with that star energy. We've got news. Okay, so I definitely mentioned earlier that there's news coming in here that you will celebrate, but I feel actually you'll celebrate it a little bit later. We've got trending. Some of you could be trending, broadcasting, expression, strong opinions, making known, current events, public speaking, speaking your truth, communication, social media, being heard and speaking up. Okay, having an honest conversation with someone. It's overdue is what I've got here. I feel a lot of you are going to be diplomatic but direct about it. Also, if you're connected to social media in some way, I feel like you could go viral, or someone comes towards you wanting a partnership, or some of you could actually connect to a partnership this month as well there. We've also got White Rabbit. Okay, and this is your final card, Spark of Curiosity. That's what your Fool card is all about, opening up to the playful side, the curious side there. It says, spiritual awakening, it's time to heed the call. Researching something, the inner knowing, the darkness coming to light, going down the rabbit hole, and waking from the dream. I mean, this card really connects to, you being on top of things. This could be the dream, and you're waking to the dream. You're making things happen. It's not just like a thought anymore. It's becoming something that is tangible on the earthly plane. So I really feel like you're in the flow of doing this month, and you're going to be really proud of yourself too. I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune. I mean, a lot of you are also transforming your finances as well. I mean, for some of you, okay, this is not going to resonate with everyone. I'm just getting that some of you may have an unexpected bill connected to a child, if you have a child, for example, or it could be that a child's vacation or something connected to schooling or knowledge that could come through. I feel like you've got the resources, but also you will replenish your resources, so it's nothing to worry about there. For some of you, there's a potential for a little bit of repair work, but a lot of you actually have the knowledge or can look online of how to do it yourself, as long as it does not connect to electricity, is what I'm being given. So if it's something electrical that needs fixing, perhaps, unless you've got skills in that area, I would say get a professional to do it. But ultimately, I feel like you save money by repairing something yourself this month as well. Now, finally, we've got music. So this indicates that, you're raising your vibrations this month, but also you're in the flow, you're listening to your soul song. I would also say pay close attention to music. No songs came up here for you in this reading this month, which is unusual, but I got to give you what I got to give you. I can't make it up. I'll always let you know what I see and what I hear, but it could be a song that really resonates with you, or there's a message in a song for you, so pay close attention. And also we got the question mark. Questioning is wonderful. It really asks you to know yourself a little bit deeper, but also find the important information. So this is a big month maybe for strategizing or analyzing something, or, maybe even embracing the question mark. Sometimes we don't know, but we just got to launch ourselves into it and have faith that the universe is supporting us in our endeavors. And I see that especially at the end of the month there, you're supported, you're protected and directed, and there's some really great things to come. Okay. Also, I feel if anyone presents like a question mark to you, or there's a person who you're questioning their investment in something, I would say you're removing yourself from this person because you have no time for time wasters. So yeah. I feel like you're leading with passion, you're on top of your game, and I feel like, there's some really good karma coming towards you. A very high energy month for you there as well, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates, my beautiful Capricorn. Very complex, maybe won't resonate with everyone, but I have to honor what comes out there. Also, if you'd like to be given the chance to win a free personal reading from me, sorry, I'm just being distracted by an invitation to like tea, or an invitation to a tea party or some sort of fancy dress party. Some of you will attend that. It may have a theme related there, and thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I'm being given, pay close attention to this teapot. So maybe there is a teapot with those squares on it that you're going to see. So random. So random. Yeah. You're being invited to the inner circle or something. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means something for somebody, but I'll leave that there, okay? I'm just going to disconnect from that energy because it was really grabbing my attention. But there's an invitation that is very important, and you will attend it, whatever that is. It will be beneficial for you in many ways than one. Now, if you'd like to enter the competition, all you have to do is visualize the earth in a golden healing light. That's all I ask of you, okay? I really feel it's important this year, and as soon as you've visualized that image, then all you have to do is put an emoji of a heart and the world in the comments box below. And if you don't have access to emojis, then just write the words world and heart, and I'll enter everyone into a competition, and one subscriber will win that free reading, and I'll announce the winner at the end of February there, okay? So thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn, and love and light.